Tonight's game is Unity Live TV all the way out here in Western High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, Villareal and LV United play against each other in an exhilarating exhibition match while we think tonight. So make sure to stick with us while we watch this exciting game. We're just Just count me in. We're down back here on the field with Coach Joe. Tell me a little bit. How are we feeling going into this match? How's the energy? I mean, we have a good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough one for me because obviously I'm a Villareal coach too, but rather than playing with them all tonight, I'm obviously the manager of LV United. So, you know, there's definitely a bit of tensity in the air, like win-win in some ways. Obviously, I want LV United to win tonight, but, you know, I work with all the people playing for the other team. So, yeah, unusual circumstances for a coach to be coaching this game tonight. That's how it feels. But, yeah, great crowd, you know, supporting different people, but, you know, should be a good night of football. Both very, very technical teams, so it'll probably come down to tactics and fitness.
Thank you, Coach. Have a great day tonight.
Thank you.
What do you want me to? Hold on. What do you want me to say?
I had it up right.
Well, you're here to hear from Coach Joe. It's going to be an exciting game tonight. Bittersweet moment for him. Hoping the best of luck for him and his heart rate that it doesn't go out the roof. But as the stands are filling up, the players are warming up down on the field. Again, we could hope for an exciting match, and kickoff is in just about 10 minutes. So make sure to not go anywhere as Unity TV brings you all the action tonight.
Start making the ball move. Let's go. Make the ball move. Possession box. Start.
test, 1, 2.
Just a little bit. But you're gonna make your friends with the press already.
Welcome everybody to an exciting match between Las Vegas United and United, which plays in the NISA Nation League. We're joined with our commentator Brandon from the UNLV School of Journalism. How are you today, Brandon? Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lador. I'm doing pretty. At the end of the day, it's an exhibition match. You're gonna see what your guys can do, and from this, you just build the perfect team that you can.
Right, exactly, and that's what friendlies are about. Is it comes off as a nice game, but it goes into the real games. Brandon, you can follow us, lidor.vega and at was.mexican_.
Trust me, by the end of the night, we're gonna drop so much knowledge on soccer, man. It's gonna be insane. And speaking of insane, you saw that Barcelona-Real Madrid match?
Vardrid, but less of that. We're just doing the coin toss to find out who's getting ball first. But we're gonna cut to back. Maidani in the center back, Hunt on the left back, Wilkinson on the right back, Goyi in the center defensive mid, Zaragoza on the left mid, Ubario on the right mid, Pino up top in the midfield, and Hayes on the right. Larson is a striker. And we look forward to this game. We look forward to bringing this to you guys here. We're just going to make a little quick adjustment here for you guys.
Yeah, they're saying our mics are pretty low. Just bring them up.
Bring it up just a little bit for you guys.
Yeah,
hopefully that's a little bit better.
Talk a little
We're
closer.
going to cut back to the game here. We got an exciting crowd, an exciting crowd. Villareal is an interesting club because they have an academy team, and a lot of these kids, they play on the academy team, and they all play together, and they're about to watch their...
Look at the starting lineup. It's a 3-4-3, right? You really see this when you want to tactically switch between being an offensive team and a defensive team,
That's
right?
That's
you
right.
want to have those three-line defenders, but you also want to have those four midfielders that will drop in case anything happens. And it does look like they're getting ready to walk and shake each other's hands in what could be probably Coach Joe's most emotional match that he's going to watch, or a roller coaster. One of the two.
Well, we're excited to see it, and we appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream today. Hopefully there's not too much lag. We are streaming this in 4K today. We want you guys to get the best kind of quality picture as possible. shouldn't be too bad during the stream. But here we go. Once this is over, the entire event now. I think they will just do 1080 and just move on from there. Is there no little code data? I can record it. 1080p program H.265.
Game, and I don't know about you, Lador, but looks like it's going to be an exciting match tonight.
An exciting match. We're going to get our scoreboard ready here. 90 minutes was his whistle.
Villareal starts with the ball.
And
he faked this out a little bit. Looks like he was going to go for the kick.
Right?
Exactly.
To shoot it.
Right. So it looks like right now they're just trying to set the pace, passing it back, getting a feel for the competition. Right.
Bob here. Let's see if we can reconfigure that for you guys, just so it doesn't get too confusing. But let's see if we can fix that for you guys.
But for now, Villareal looks to have the ball again. They're trying to play.
Make that, what are they? They are white, right? And then for Villareal, we can make that quick adjustment where it's actually, they're like purple. So we can do purple, we can make it even.
So, pass to the defense. They use this as a counterattack. Villareal on the attack, but he's not going to be fast enough to make it as the ball gets
a little bit in the backfield. You know, I was watching a guy on Instagram talking about it, how a lot of teams like to play in the back end a little bit too much, and you can see as to why.
Right. And this is why you don't want to do that, right? You get the ball, but then you might make it. Fighting for the ball. Villareal looks to still have the ball. Nice turn, nice.
Right. Tried to blast it from far away, just didn't go his way. We can rewatch that in the Unity Views instant replay. Check out to see on how that went down. There's a little stumbling in the box.
It's moments like that where, as a defender, you really need to read the situation, right? Yes, you want to get the ball out of the box. Yes, you want to avoid a goal. But at the same time, you do not want to pass it to the offensive team because La Remon back up again. They hold on to the ball, but it looks like Villareal. Ooh, good pass. Filtered through, but it looks like they do get stuck a little. They manage to regain that ball. They're playing side of the left and out. Careful there, or else that attacker will take that ball from you. Nice switch. He's on sides. He's running with it. All he has to do is sign it. But now we see LV United. They're here to play. They're not going to be pushovers.
They're not messing around. And most of the crowd here is actually Villareal fans because of the youthful academy that they got. So everyone is really rooting for Villareal.
Right.
But as of
today,
no, they didn't. You know, like we were talking about earlier, Mbappe did score his first free kick, the one and only. Maybe
one and only.
But I do like Mbappe. I do like Real Madrid. They're struggling a little bit too much right now because of, and he joined Real Madrid, and it's not going his way because it looks like the PSG actually has a better chance of winning the Champions League without him now. But PSG now owns a player that was originally on Barcelona, and what was his name? I think, was it Dembele?
Yes.
Dembele. That's right. I believe it is Dembele.
It's neither here nor there. Now we just wait for the end results of the Champions ball. They are setting the pace of this game, Lador, and I'm not going to lie to you.
No, they are.
They are making them play their game. Villareal is just kind of here trying to figure out and get a read for it. So he pivots around, plays it back, trying to get a read. At some point, the goal's going to come. It's going to show up, right? It's just a matter of if and when they get through. Just like that, he's onside. It's perfect. And
lag here. We're trying to make it the best quality possible with the internet that we have in Western High School. But because we want you guys to enjoy the game smoothly. We want you guys to bear with us.
so we keep seeing this game of ping pong. We just send it back to the goalies, back fence, and he passes it to the defense. And LV United makes sure not to waste this opportunity as they're playing it back. They're trying to move fast. However, he gets stuck, tries to find an area, passes it back to the goalie. Again, such a pivotal crutch, right? If you're in doubt, that's why I never made it to JV.
But United are on the run here, trying to get a through ball, a little bit forceful of the ball here.
Right. LV United, from what we're seeing right now, they have the speed. It's just side line, but he's smart enough to not run to get called offside, so you have to wait for that ball.
Got to curve
right?
your run, right?
Exactly. So what we're seeing is LV United, we have one player playing right up on that line. However,
you can see that the game is competitive. It's going back and forth, little ping pong action. That's a good sign because it seems like that both teams are potentially equivalent in talent. And
again, under the same coach, right? You coach the same style as your players.
Is really interesting because I feel like that the people on Villareal or the players right now are trying to potentially look forward into becoming part of the players on the United.
Tryout night, you know.
It's a tryout night.
Exactly.
It's a tryout night. They're gonna move the ball around, and have a laugh. That's Maidani with the ball there.
Nice switch to the front. Looks to be onside. This is right off him and out. But it looks like it did bounce off the defender of Villareal, so LV United is going to get this throw in. Throw in, gets a little bit tangled, gets dropped, and it's a foul. Remember, buddy, that's your teammate. Y'all got to play on the academy together. Help him up.
Yeah, that's right. They can't be too aggressive. Continue playing, especially in a friendly. It's kind of like a what do they call it in the NBA? The All-Star games.
Exactly. You don't want to kill your teammates.
No, you don't. Right. Especially you don't want to end your career on a friendly. I mean, I know PL is not fun. So let's hope that there are no injuries here, that they keep it light on their toes.
I remember my calf bursting when I was running. It was insane.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ended my soccer career that I never had, but that's neither here nor there. Good. Get back. Possession is key in this game. Villareal looks to pass it to the defense as well. Good filtration. He's running it. Is it finished? No!
Golazo for
LV United. He is to control the ball. He waits, pivots back, passes it through, makes sure his teammate can get the glory. All he has to do, simple tap in, put his name on it, sign it, and now the marker is 1-0.
Unknown for, and they're so
up that
good
little
at
heart
it.
symbol. Look at him go.
They're so good at it. They're so good. Will Villareal be able to bounce back on this one?
Right, and even seeing that play, I'm telling you, right? You're playing on that offside line. You're waiting for the ball to run. All his teammate has to do is wait for that filtration and inside of them as they're playing a little quicker, right? Trying to get that tiki-taka in and kicked right out. The momentum just shattered.
To our 25 live viewers, thank you guys so much for
Villareal's not going down without a fight. He gets rid of one, he gets rid of two, and he's fouled. My God. He's telling him get up, but he gets up on his own, and they're going to take that free kick. Now, Lador, you think they're going to go for
direction?
You know, my hope and dream is that we see something very similar to what Luis Chavez did in the World Cup with that beautiful free kick versus Saudi Arabia. If I see that tonight, I think I might do a backflip.
I remember that one. That's right.
Sorry, might have slipped out.
Where was he? Where was he? Where's
Nowhere
Messi?
to be found.
Where's Messi? Nobody knows.
Where's Messi? I'm talking about number 10 on Villareal. It looks like he might be going for it. It's a shot up.
There we go,
Villareal. Right to the goalie's hands. That's keep all day. Looks like that did stop the momentum of the counterattack. However, he is going to be called offsides for that, or not actually. Looks like he played it right.
Number 7.
Sense it. Nowhere but to the Warriors' home sign against that wall.
You can call that a
Done right there. Picked his head up, waited, right? You get excited, but look up. You have teammates near you, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Again, it's like they're allergic to the teammates. He's running through. He gets rid of one. He tried to get through two, but again, to the defense. Is trying to do the same. However, they're struggling just a little bit as their players kind of seem all over the place. Wouldn't you agree, Lador?
Yeah, I would agree that it looks a little sloppy right now. It looks a little too much. They need to maintain in possession and kind of
pull up that replay.
Yeah,
Let's see what happened right there.
That on what happened over there.
So you see he pivots back, no communication to his teammate that the ball's there, so they both go for the challenge. A straight ankle, the ball was an app. We can only hope the injury is not that bad, but look at the good sport coming over to check on his potentially soon-to-be teammate, potentially as well. As long as you're still recording. Have T-Mobile. He goes for it, but the ball... Ball's launched back up, but nobody's fast enough to quite reach. Villareal does look to be slowing down the momentum. However, they're trying to pick it up once again. Can we get a clear pass to any attack? That's one. That's two. But he gets bodied out, and 4 defenders catch him by himself, right? This is where you need to move as a unit. You need to move as a team, right? If you're up there by yourself, you're just going to get boxed in. You're just a bird in a cage.
That's right.
So you need that teammate to rely back on you, right? And what I see working for LV United is what I called out earlier, right? You're running the 3-4-3, so you have those people in the midfield to run up and down, right?
Yeah.
Why we haven't seen a lot of shots or even any attempts in the area of LV United?
Nothing.
The goalie's kind of just sitting back, stretching, probably reading a book.
Taking a day off, as they say, right?
Probably.
That's a good one. But we'll look to potentially fix this latency issue on the stream over here during halftime.
Right to the middle and to the defense once again. Actually get a nickel for every time I say to the defense because it happens so much.
Yeah, it looks like they're just giving up the ball a little bit too much, but I think that Villareal might have some opportunities.
Gets it again.
Dishes it to the right.
He's all by himself on the right side. All he has to do is run forward and cross. His teammates are ready. They're right on the line. It's playing right on the box. Out. And
forcing it to the right. Tries to cross in.
Forced the corner kick. And might have... As we can see, the fans are pretty concerned for him. Right? So it does look like they were fighting for the ball right on the edge. And as he goes to kick it, boom, takes out his shin.
Ouch.
I hope he's got good health insurance. Party going on over there. I really do hope he's all right.
I think he'll get up. He doesn't look like he's rolling on the ground. You know, he's gonna get stretched out. Maybe use some of that magic spray on his ankle.
The defense knew what they were doing, pressuring him, because as an attacker, you're just going to want to center that ball and you're going to try and blast it, right? Absolutely. But as a defender, you need to know that you need to play smart. And I mean, you put his shin on the line for it. Whether it paid off, we'll see in the next play or not.
Right.
Penal, penal, penal. Penal for Villareal. And it's denied. And they want the double. Oh my God! What a goalie! Reminds me of 2014 Prime Memo Showa during the World Cup. We had to do a little bit more during this first half.
Las Vegas United are on the attack here.
It's going to be 0-2. 1-2.
One of the teachers who is helping out with the musical at Western High School. I'm just coming over here to ask. Do you know where the AP or assistant principal is that's like around here?
Where are we back?
We were not connected to your Wi-Fi or anything like that. Trying to figure it out.
Honestly, we just upload the replay.
See? Villareal can maybe get an opportunity here. Good shot. Great save
And the
by
goalie. Somebody sign this.
But he looks like he's down here. He might be hurt. We're going to re-watch that in the Unityview's instant replay here. Right now, we're going to check to see what's going on with him.
The best part.
Indeed it is.
So we see LV United not shaken up by that penalty, and my God, the goalie, double block,
that was
corner block.
At the age of 37, did it in Qatar, did it in Brazil, didn't get the chance to do it in South Africa as he was only called up as a reserve, right?
That's crazy, yeah.
I'm fighting demons. I could glorify them, hate them, love them. I could do all three at once. I could be anything you want for that team, and I'd still buy their jerseys.
Wow. 2010 World Cup was
Experience I've ever had with soccer, watching Chicharito play that offside line
That was
so
that
perfectly,
was an amazing-
scoring against France. Just hearing the commentator say, "Do not miss it, do not miss it," and he signed it.
Fran, we see you. We apologize. We don't mean to fixing that, but we appreciate you critiquing us in the comments. As always, please feel free to continue to be engaged. We uploaded your comment to the stream, but it was here in Vegas is not that great.
LV United seems to make that switch perfectly right into the midfield. They're looking to play and move along with the momentum. Kind of stopped a little bit, but they're still moving with it. He looks up, passes it to the defense once again. My God, do we need to? I thought he handballed that, waited for the whistle, didn't hear it, so the game is going to keep moving. Number 10 has the ball again right in between the legs. We have to look up. We have to look for our teammates, right? But I will say, to give you, sorry. We are seeing a much different team from the first couple minutes of this that looked a little scared, a little shaken.
Yeah.
And it looks like the ball just went a little too far. But I could definitely expect a much closer second half, right? We're barely approaching the 30. I'm still not over that double block. That was actually insane.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
To look an attacker running at you in the eyes while you're already on the floor and then get. looks like LV United is trying to set the pace once again, and he's fouled right outside the box, but ref deems it all ball. Ball back to the back, right? You see that line of 4 defenders, or 3 now, as they're trying to switch it up a little bit, right? They keep relying on the goalie, but what Villareal needs to realize is just move up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Really.
Move as a unit, right? You're not gonna win a 1v4 against the defenders, right? Especially when you put one striker there.
No, absolutely. Tired.
See, especially right to the middle, right? So now LV United is taking that advantage, and as you mentioned earlier, one plays in a higher division and one doesn't, and it shows, right? It's not a bad thing. They're putting up a fight against a higher division
No, they are.
team.
They're keeping up. You know, it's only Real. You know, they have these opportunities. They got the penalty kick, and even off the rebound, they couldn't equalize it. And so it looks like that they might need to go back to the training grounds just to make sure that they can. You know, it's like in basketball, you'll win games off of free.
And speaking of opportunities, LV United seems to have a really good one right here. Nobody's guarding him in the middle.
No.
So taking his sweet time, tries to filter it through, runs it through, perfect fake. Number 10 has the ball. All he has to do is center it.
Can he try to
sign
get
it?
middle?
Can he get it to the
Cross
middle?
it. Fran, again, we see you. Thank you for participating. We appreciate you and your feedback. We promise that we're doing whatever we can to make it more consistent for you guys. And pretty good camera operators on the field and above us getting this view. There's a lot of work that goes into this, but one little thing can definitely ruin the stream, and that's a good solid internet connection. Right now we're streaming fine 4K TV channels, and if you do, it's because your television is upgrading or upscaling it. But live broadcasts today are only really in 1080, so we might need to downgrade it just so we have a little bit of a smoother game. Unity View has a broadcast of Sin City FC playing against B Pro FC. 2 very cool clubs, 2 very good clubs, Sin City FC and Las Vegas United. You know, you could say almost like a Man City and Manchester United rival, but similar here in Vegas.
I'd say that's more exciting than Man City and Man United. Have you seen United?
I've seen them. I mean, last time I saw them,
Ferguson left.
last time I saw them, right? I remember that guy. Last time I saw them, you know, Harry Maguire did a pretty good. He finished the game pretty well. Remember that? Did you watch what happened in the Europe? A substitution here on the field.
Looks like number 18 will be taking the pitch. Making 2 substitutions for Villareal.
You know,
Hopefully this key.
It's an exhibition match. They're going to put in their younger players in, give them the opportunity. Might as well get them some PT, right?
And let's hope their ankles aren't taken out as well.
No, let's hope not. Let's hope not. These are young players that are looking to put on a good impression for the youthful academy here. For you guys, we want to do more, and we're probably going to find to do some other sports too. We're trying to become the hub spot for all development league games and other interesting sports. Here.
Sweet scrub. I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Sneaky one.
In stoppage time, remember that?
Or added a whole extra game for Argentina.
Yeah,
to win.
that was like 10, 12 minutes.
Remind me again why Mexico ran a 1-4-3-5.
Awful.
But anyways, free kick from 30 yards out goes down.
Wow,
Ooh, blocked by
good look into the
defender.
middle.
Hold on, volleyed and right out. If that would have gone in, I would have done a backflip. That's all I'm saying.
Put it in the box there. It's just you got like 5 or 6 players in there, and none of them are kind of on their toes. They look a little soft on the field, a little.
LV United looks to be setting the pace a little bit. Sends it flying. He's fast enough. Gets it past the first defender. Does he win the ball? And it's slidden out. Right, keeping up the momentum. It's passed back to number 19, who's looking for a teammate in the area. Everybody's starting to move in. Try not to be offsides. Ball goes in.
Ooh.
Right through. Moving penalty.
Can he finish?
And the goalie.
Wow.
Perfect.
That was a cool attempt.
It was
very
great.
cool attempt. But they're gonna quick play here.
Right, and if
we
you
want to
notice,
rewatch that.
LV United is going for those plays where it's essentially a moving penalty. They set up their middle man to just come in and murder it.
Being the leg through ball there, very cool idea. But we're gonna hop back into the game here.
LV United wins the ball. It's 3 people on the ball. Fakes one out, passes it forward. Number 10 has the ball. 22's offsides. However,
but we got drums on the field. We got pyro fans. No pyro, no party.
hey, it's a party in my city.
That's right.
Act house. I expect to see a lot of people on that field during halftime.
Yeah. A lot of people here. Villareal has probably one of the largest fan base in semi. These kids are watching most of their coaches play right now, and they want to follow in their footsteps.
Right, you're a
Number
coach
8,
for
the
a
captain.
reason. You inspire people. So that's what takes out one defender, takes out two, passes it through the
good
legs.
middle, but just wasn't strong
right
enough.
to the defense. Wasn't fast enough to catch that ball.
Player goes down. We hope that you guys are enjoying the kind of content that we're bringing to the channel. Things get a little intense over here. Oh yeah.
One's fighting with the other team, one's fighting with the Wi-Fi. Pick your battles.
A lot of Wi-Fi issues, but hey, you know, that's just how it's gonna be sometimes. You don't expect that to be.
Oh, what a
Wow.
spin move.
What a beautiful ball.
Oh man, but if only it went just a little bit further. They're still fighting for the ball. It's anyone's. Sends it right out. LV United seem to be taking their time on that throw, and as they know, it's up, it's over, and to the defense.
Yeah, they need to keep it low.
When are they gonna
sometimes.
learn?
Might as well just keep it low and easy, you know? They're trying to force the ball a
Exactly.
little bit too much.
Right? Number 10 just opens up, lets the ball go through. Switch sides, he has time, but as they're on the counterattack, they're moving up on the right. He's looking for somebody in
He's
the
gonna
center.
look in the
Passes it
middle.
to his
Ooh,
teammate.
great look,
Nutmeg
number
through,
10.
and a shot, and a block.
Wow, good
What
stop
an
by the
amazing
goalie there.
performance by Villareal right there. Probably one of the best ones of all game.
Yeah,
However,
that was a
the
good
play's
stop.
not.
Play. It was a good idea. You could see just a beautiful through ball. Number 10, just no touch shot. That's what you're supposed to do. That's
Classic.
textbook soccer.
See,
That's how it should
but
have been.
the attacker fell asleep a little bit. If anything, he would have gone in and simply just blasted
Right.
that ball around.
Team
Runs
tries to get
all
in,
he has
maybe
do
try
is
to get
blast
in
it.
middle.
Sign it,
Get
sign it,
past the
sign it,
middle.
sign it, and he fails to sign it. He forges a signature. That
it's
is right. Fall to
unfortunate.
your knees, buddy.
You can see on what that miss meant to him.
Ah.
Rewatch then the Unity Views instant replay right there. Good shoulder touch to the right.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Draws middle just a little bit. Good
It
pass.
was a moving pen, but maybe he wasn't a righty. Maybe he shot with a lefty. Let's give him
I don't
the
know.
benefit
It
of the
looked
doubt.
it looked like that the Las Vegas United are looking to turn this around by approaching the box 30-yard line.
On the counterattack,
Good move
Seven
to the
has
middle. Tries to
spins
pass
around.
it left. Maybe look around.
He wants
That's
to
all
hook it.
him. Tries
Oh,
to
he
pass
has
the
to do
middle,
make it.
and there it goes.
They jump in for joy. Look at him coming back around. Look at the smile on that young prospect running through. And you deserve to be happy after that goal. Look at him going to sign that camera. Shout out our cameraman down there.
Shout out to Noah. You know, United. It's statistics that United has a better chance of winning today. You know, it's like a European club playing against an American team. You know, you'd expect.
But I will say, Villareal is putting up a good fight in the
They
show
are.
under
They are.
contenders.
They just gotta finish. Ah, he looks like he's going down. Maybe he twisted
Right?
his
A
ankle.
little bit of diamonds
No, he'll
in the
get
rough.
up though. He's a tough cookie. To our 26 viewers tuning in, thank you guys so much for watching and bearing with us as we experience a little bit of internet issues nearby.
Oh, what a good nutmeg, Villareal. But as I'm speaking, once again, two good things cannot happen in a row.
I wonder if because of this is a friendly match that if both teams get unlimited substitutions today, we're not a little too sure, but I would assume so. In the half here, approaching
Exactly.
the 45th
We saw
minute.
the A team, the B team, the C team, the academy team. We even saw probably the youth team.
Oh yeah. A little quick pass to the middle.
Watch a Las Vegas United game.
No, that's all. Textbook. You got to learn from. Sometimes you got to start from your roots, and watch some
Exactly.
semi-pro soccer. Because there's only up from there, right?
Exactly. And LV United seems to be uncontested in the midfield,
A little
passing
slow,
the ball
a
up.
little slow.
They catch. This could be a good opportunity.
Maybe a strike
He
on
shoots.
goal.
Oh, what
Great
a
strike.
shot! And
We appreciate you guys tuning into the half. You can see on how many people are on the field here. We're going to attempt to fix our latency issues during the half, so please bear with us. We want you guys to view halftime show. Make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes here. Put our timer on here.
Welcome back to the second half of Villareal versus LV United. Lidor and I are back, aka I like to say Daddy's home, as we're still covering this exciting game we have here tonight.
Yeah, no, we're happy to be back here in the second half. You know, we were trying to troubleshoot while we were gone because we were listening to you guys and we respect you guys' criticism. We tried to figure out a few solutions here, but it just looks like that the area is just not too polite to us. So it looks like that it's just
But I will say, knock on wood, fingers crossed, it is looking a little bit better now.
It looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit better. Hopefully it doesn't give us too much of a hard time. As always, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. It is 2-0 for Las Vegas United and Villareal. Brandon, tell me, what are you looking forward to for this upcoming half?
I'm looking forward to Villareal finally showing up, right? They're waking up. They had their coach kind of scream at them in the halftime. I heard it was a little bit scary. It felt like I was in that huddle too, you know. I might just put on my cleats and go down there. But again, we have to realize this team is still learning. They're still developing, right? And for the team and quality that we're seeing here, I'm satisfied, right? They're showing heart. And speaking of that, it's a sensor and right into the middle. Nobody's able to reach it. Ball still up for grabs. Goes for a kick, but it goes right back to Villareal.
Doing that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Vegas United. Yep. Let's go both teams. You know, they're both kind of owned by similar owners here. I mean, they ran by different people. You know, Kevin, he runs Las Vegas United.
Header, it's filtered through, but it looks like to be a foul. It's thrown right out, but again, we love to see the good sportsmanship. They're coming to help them up. We love to see this beautiful game.
To you by me, Lidor, and Brandon. You can check us out on Instagram at lidor.bega and at was.mexican_.
We don't ask why I was, we just know that I was.
That's right.
The left,
the Villareal trying to get a little header in, but just unlucky with there, but they maintain
unlucky
possession.
With the penalty, unlucky with the headers. This team cannot seem to catch a break tonight, and LV United make sure that they know that as they're running on the counterattack. There's three moving up. One's playing right on the offside line. He's beating them to the road counterattacks, which I don't understand why. However, it does look like they have a plan in motion now as they have more control. He takes out one, he takes out two, he takes out three. He goes for the shot, but he doesn't sign it.
Number 7's a strong. That's right.
And it does look like we have a player down on the field. There might have been a collision down there. Thankfully, as we've seen in this game, there's been very good sportsmanship, so it does look like they're checking up on him.
Yeah, they're going to look into that.
Hope the best. Up, all is well. Might have just been a little bit winded.
That's right.
However, you know, it does shock me. Looking at Villareal, you see how tall those players are.
No, they look kind of big. They're pretty
These
big
are
players.
massive players. USA, PGA, FGA, you could say Logan Paul, Chris Paul, Cliff Paul, Jake Paul. It could be light docket, court docket,
keep going.
My empty pockets. Okay, be fine.
5-0. I mean, I'd much rather watch a 7-1 game. We remember 7-1, right? Remember the 2014 World Cup where Brazil took a little L over here?
I don't think they've ever, like, emotionally and financially recovered from that.
They keep getting injuries here. Maybe gets by the defender, tries to draw the penalty, and they get the penalty.
No. Might have seen outside of the area. Let's not get hasty. Offsides. Let's not get hasty.
It was offsides?
Offside.
That was a late call by the referee. No lie. The referee's calling it outside of the box.
It does look like it will be a free kick. Now, my question is, are we going to see a masterclass like Luis Chavez, Messi, Ronaldo, something like that, or are we going to see another missed kick?
Well, I don't know. You know, Las Vegas United are they need to do a little bit more practice when it comes to their free kicks because we haven't seen too much of that. But they just got to place it right. You know, they're on the side of. I think you criticize yourself too much, Brandon.
I don't think enough. Again, I got to stick around at least long enough to see them win this by 5. All right.
Or double the amount.
I mean, they got the white shirts on, white side, back side, dark side, LV and 5. It's easy.
They are the Blancos today.
And back, they're playing it back to the goalie. Little risky here.
Little risky.
All right, he's running up. Here comes number 7, misses the ball, but an absolute unit himself. Again, I'd be terrified to be down there on the field facing him, so Godspeed to those defenders way through. Remember, they're up 2-0 right now, so they really don't need to get another goal. Right now, it'd just be the icing on the cake if they were. So, 23 makes a move, they're pulling it up, and good interception by the defense. Out, passes to the outside. He has 2 in the center, 3 in the center. All he has to do is cross it.
Are in the box here.
And they seem to mess that up. Look, he has the funniest opportunity right here to volley that thing right in.
Try to get it back.
Yes, to the right. Nobody on him. There's enough time that works for them.
Yeah. We can see maybe a set piece here. Drums in the background, you can hear the fans and what this club Villareal means to them. They do believe that they're able to grow and potentially lead in the...
It's up, and if this was another sport, that would have been... It is.
All right. You know, some people will say that this is a curse, but I say it's a blessing to have a little chilly weather in Vegas.
Reminds me of how cold my love life is, and also how cold the marker is for Villareal, but... And he sends it out. My Lord, that went all the way to Summerlin.
Yeah, that was a far clearance, a little unnecessary there.
But luckily we got ball boys on the side, and we got the ball back in, and it goes...
But, you know, it's, like I said, a little bit windy today. It doesn't look like that the ball is moving like the Jabulani. You remember that ball and how it had its mind of its own?
That thing was the biggest
round, right? They said that the ball was just 2 round.
Right. Honestly, the best ball that I have ever seen, the one from the 2018 World Cup. Oh, it was for the teams. Right?
Yeah, people love the 2014
Then again,
ball.
we got the 26 World Cup is about to touch down next year. We're, what, a couple months away?
Wow.
Right.
And it's crazy to think about. I still think that
maybe we might see Villareal there, who knows?
Club World Cup, that's right. Maybe a chance for some underdog teams to establish themselves on a world stage here.
We got to gift it to Messi. Who knows who might show up next?
No, who knows? Messi.
Right. Villareal side edge.
Jessica says, let's go Brandon. She likes to see Brandon. We want to see Brandon get a little bit more involved into the game. Got some fans of these players.
Running
down the
Look at him go. It's like I'm seeing Mbappe in the flesh himself. Number 7, like CR7. He's running a little crooked. Hooks it with the left side, and he misses.
What a great opportunity that was to make it 3-0 for Las Vegas.
Yet stumbles a little back and forth.
Oof.
A little bit.
That would have been a beautiful shot, but honestly, when it comes to this kind of tactical game, you would assume to place it in the bottom left corner, which would have been a beautiful goal, but honestly, you got to trick the goalie and shoot short corner to the right.
And after it, we saw the scream of despair. It happens to the best of us.
You got to shoot short to the...
Look at number 7 run, the absolute unit. Villareal has the ball on the outside, and it looks like friendly fire. They might have just kicked each other. Slide tackle, perfect. Not enough, though. Just like, and it's going to be called out.
Call out of bounds here.
United. You know, I haven't seen a beating this bad since...
Oh, look, he's
trying to set himself up. Took a little bit too long. LV United came and ripped that ball away. However, they're holding control. Anyone's ball still, and I'm watching a track meet. They're spending more time on the track than the actual field.
That's right. They're spending a little bit too much on the track here. The ball needs to stay in play a little bit longer, keep the ball low, and keep possession. Just a little bit forceful game today.
Dribbling that ball around like another basketball player that I know and admire, and I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. It reminds me a little bit of that out there. I wonder who the LeBron of this team might be.
LeBron of which, United or Villareal?
Exactly.
Because I'll tell you, Villareal number 7 is massive.
Oh, let's talk about the players of this team, and it looks like LV United is going for a run. Is he going to win the ball? Nope. Again, shot right out. Am I watching the 4x1 or am I watching a soccer game?
Not too sure at this point. They at least
Luckily,
get the ball
number
back.
8 and the captain was right there ready for it. Swerves a little.
Easy, good pass to the middle there.
Picks the ball back up.
Maybe they can switch fields. Good look to the middle.
Right to the midfield. He's uncontested. Has a little bit of time to think. He has a bit of a weak pass. However, they do seem to keep control. Man on, and he shoots it to the left. They're playing a little bit of what do we do here? What happens?
That was just a little bit too much to pass in the back.
If I were Villareal at this point, again with my.
Again, we apologize for this latency issue. We want to bring you guys a better broadcast, but the internet also needs to be helpful to us.
And the ball's tossed back in. Attempts to do a high kick, but misses the ball completely. Again, just launched right out. LV United seems to just... So how long can you stall?
There's a long time left in the game here.
There's a superstition that, you know, when you're up 2-0, don't get comfortable. It's the easiest comeback
You can't get
of all
too
time.
comfortable. You can't get too cocky unless you're up 4-0.
Oh, what a rocket into the middle.
Nobody's there,
Moving
though.
pen.
Check that out in the interview's instant replay. It was a great launch of a throw-in.
That was a perfect center. However, there was nobody there. It's like they just watched the ball show up. You think the ball's going to go in alone? Let's get moving.
That's right. Brandon, but the worldwide problems in the NISA Nations League, they are a team that defeated the Las Vegas Legends in the Western Regional. the Western Regional Final. We remember we were reporting in Rebel Report about the Las Vegas Legends.
I remember speaking. I was hyping him up for that game.
I know, legend now because some of these players are playing like Maidani in the back. He was a former Legend player and transferred over to Las Vegas United. A lot of Sin City problems because it was just they won based off of throw-ins. They had one guy who was just throwing in the ball, crazy work. Such a rocket launcher of a throw-in that these teams
work just a little bit to buy them enough time to get that ball back. Again, passes it to the Ghost of Christmas pass, and they're screaming at each other. You love to see this, the little friendly banter between teammates. It's like when Lador used to yell at me, losing is cool just a little bit. However, we gotta remember, this is a friendly match. It's not gonna go on your personal record.
No, it's not.
Unless you have somebody special watching, then in that case, buddy.
Once they get up another goal or two, I'd say then they can kind of have more of a fun time. Maybe take some different opportunities, shoot the ball more. The waste here, I mean, needs to get on his feet quick.
Right.
They're looking to build some stoppage time.
Again, I wouldn't understand why you'd want to build stoppage. I'm just a journalism student. Villareal starts the play. They seem to pass it short, takes his time, but again, we don't have that luxury anymore. Jumps over like it was a Mario game. Heard that little jump.
And Lukaku,
what did he do?
That was a Lukaku moment.
Yeah, quite literally. I can't talk because I once missed a completely open goal one time.
You pulled the Torres, eh?
Exactly. Nobody runs for it, really. They just kind of watch the defenders happen, and we see this not even in this league, but in a lot of leagues, right? For example, let's take a look at Real Madrid's game today, right? The ball moving forward. You need to realize in this game you need to pivot quickly. You need a formation that's flexible, that can move. You need a winger to be a striker. You need a defense to be a midfield.
Right.
Right, and another misread by LV United. Villareal goes for a play, however the ball once again goes right
out of bounds. What is that, like 4 out of bounds?
It's an evil world we live in. As my King Future once said, might I add.
I know what Future has said many times, actually.
And it's a penalty!
Another penalty!
Another
for
one!
The Villareal.
Now, the question of the match is, will the LV United goal be able to block this one again? Not just once, paying for this penalty shot right here.
Man, Brandon is standing up. I might have to stand up too because this is high intensity. This is a great opportunity for Villareal to potentially get back into this game.
If he blocks this one again, I'll probably do a backflip. I will come. Very interesting game on our hands. One that could be equalized with just one more goal.
One more goal is all it takes just to get the adrenaline back, get the intensity back. And you see on the sideline, the crowd is excited. I believe this
decision, the whistle's blown.
We'll see on what he could do. Maybe he could place it to the right.
And he gets it in! Goal!
The crowd's excited. The crowd's happy. We're going to rewatch that in Unity Views instant replay. Quick placement to the right. Very easy. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too stressful.
See, Lador, I wouldn't say completely back. Goal to give them hope, to give them that illusion that yes, we can score a goal, we can do this again. However, they need to do this without a penalty.
No, they got it. Yeah, they need
oh,
to.
This might be it. Just a volley.
You can't pray on miracles.
Where did it go? Where did
to happen? Luckily, Villareal has had opportunities to take PKs, but you can't rely on that to win games because you need to create your own opportunities and not let them give you the opportunity. You have to stand out
for yourself, buddy. Miracles got me through college. LV United look to try and put one more goal on the board as a counterattack. They're seeing what they can do right now as they still have the lead. Yeah, so right now they have up right to the
But
winger.
You can see the adrenaline is here. They're going to try to through ball it.
And
just didn't get it enough.
Cut off.
But you can see that they're dominating possession and potentially equalizes this game here. This will be a huge statement to the coach that that runs both teams.
Look, Lador, I'm telling you, there's going to be at least 3 more goals. I told you it was going to be in 5. They're looking for it, and it's blocked by the heel.
You could have dished it off to 19 real quick, giving him the opportunity, but Las Vegas United are looking for the glory.
Is he going to go for it? He goes for the shot, and I mean, it's good, but done something to that shot. He gets the ball, however, just a little bit too much.
It was a good attempt, though. It was a good attempt, though. I like that game of soccer. I like when you're shooting far from out. Yeah, that's amazing. Villareal maintains possession here. They're going to look to continue to put the press up.
Villa's running with it. There's 2 defenders.
And they look.
It's a good toss-up.
It's a good toss-up. Good pass. Just didn't land on his feet right. He tried to just, distribute that ball to the other player over there, but just wasn't on his feet well enough.
We've seen they're good. They're able to shoot cannons into the midfield.
They can.
The world in space to show up. And what do? To the defense.
And they look.
Oh, he misses. He misses.
He
slides. Recovery. LV United get the ball. They're running through. It's on the counter.
Number
Captain
7.
running
He did
for
it once before. Can he do it again? Can he go and check middle?
However, took too long once again.
Just a little bit too much. And to our can watch it in crisp 4K quality. We genuinely want to be able for you guys to watch this game without any lag or interference of the internet.
And you can hear the fear in our voices when we found out the stream was lagging.
Man, we were so devastated because it's something.
A little bit too much. They held there.
Real with possession here.
Real does have possession, just
They
like
look middle,
Prime. Yes,
maybe they
gets
can
rid of the ball.
finish. Can they finish?
It's a moving
They
back.
got a
What
shot.
did he do? What was that? What was he doing? What was he doing?
It was such a good opportunity to equalize
Like
the
Iniesta,
game.
he
Why didn't
gets
he just
rid of the
shoot it?
defenders.
But
Oh,
he just
it was
passed
a
it to the
moving
right
thing.
and he didn't finish. You're so close to the ball.
Voila!
That's the game because the excitement is real.
Right, we know. They're awake. That's all I can say.
They're finally awake, right?
Villareal's awake. Career before I retired, I probably would have made that.
Probably. That's a shot you have to take. Number 9 is trying to be unselfish with the ball, but he needs to be a little bit more selfish and just take the opportunity.
Right now,
That's
running
a
over
good
there.
look, and he distributed middle.
And he loses the ball.
Loses
They're
it.
playing it on the
Villareal
edge.
gets possession.
However,
And it just slips back into the midfield.
you have
United with
more.
possession.
You have more running. Now this is what I like to see. Villareal through the legs, over again,
And they're
to
in the middle
defender.
again. Can
Shoot
you
it!
guys-
Shoot
Can
it!
you get a shot on
goal!
Oh my God! But this is an excellent game that we're witnessing, Brendan. This is amazing. This is intense.
This is soccer. This is football. However you want to call
This
it.
is the cultural
might
semi-pro
be-
middle. Good header in.
Trying to go for a scissor kick, but he's hurt.
Too much.
Ref is telling him, get up, get up. Like
call
Meek,
here.
He's calling it like Meek Mill saying, get.
Possession. Las Vegas United with the attempt here. Try to check in the middle of the box. Can they finish?
And
the
it's
ball goes
in.
in.
Goal! LV in 5. LV in 5.
That's right. That's right. That was amazing.
Let's get a replay on that. Oh my.
One for Las Vegas United. We apologize. We're having some replay technical difficulties. But you guys can go back and rewatch that when we upload this. But that was a great placement to the left there. See that from Las Vegas United to hush up the crowd a little bit.
Oh, a little bit of a scissor kick right to his teammate, but again to the defense. However, oh my God, that is not a yellow card. That is jail. The game has not gone soft. That was, I wouldn't say, yeah.
That's all right. Villareal has the opportunity to potentially score another goal. There's 76 minutes into Now, this is a fun game to watch. It's a little bit more intense than yesterday's game that we broadcasted.
Definitely more intense. Like I'm telling you, there's going to be at least and out.
United in 5. United in 5.
I was kidding about that.
Tries to look to clear the ball.
It's a
maybe get
good
an opportunity,
counter.
and that will be a potential foul.
That is a yellow card.
That's a yellow card. That's it.
Buddy, let's not pretend. He is mad. He is winded.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He used.
And it looks like LV United is getting ready to make a substitution pretty soon. Number 4 getting ready.
Off in the game today. Donnie is an excellent defender.
Now, Villareal seems to get the ball. It took 2 of him to take him down. It's a free kick from there. Again, pass to the goalie, and it would have been another penalty.
Yeah.
However, we're coming down almost to the 80th minute, so we have about 10 minutes left to see if Villareal. We even have the crowd chanting
great
one
stop
more.
on the ball there.
Oh, what
Tries
a
to
great-
distribute it.
He
Ooh,
took
gets
out
around the
3.
defender.
He put him on the
Their name in this game. But according to you, Brandon, it looks like that United might be able to score two more goals.
Villareal in 5. LV United in 5.
You got to be a little bit quicker.
Gives enough time for Villareal to fall back. However, if the LV United keep playing like they have, it won't be enough. He takes out one, he takes out 3.
Prepared for that.
I suddenly know him again.
80th minute, we are here in this game. Pretty high intensity. The fans are happy to be here, but not appreciate y'all tuning in. We are Unity View TV, the local broadcasting company in Las Vegas.
And make sure to check out our socials at was.mexican on Instagram.
Yeah, that's you. That's participate in the next stream.
Oh, what a nice pass back.
What a heel into the middle. Number 9 finally did it. He passed it back with the back heel, distributes it middle, and he placed it so easily. Number 9 deserved that. He's been playing hard all game. He's been trying to make his opportunities count, and he did it. Finally.
You know what?
Just don't last for too long, unlike competitive league matches.
We got about 8 minutes at most, I want to say. Even the goalie's coming out of the box, grabs the balls, not messing around, not gonna get any closer.
Try to take his sweet time. You know, the 3-2, that goal that
one slides, tries to get the ball away, but LV United take it. And you can
see the fans on the field here. You can see on just how excited these kids are to watch their team win. But Villareal maybe gets the ball back.
You can definitely tell the intensity. Still has the ball. They're trying to find a way in. However, LV United is
if they equalize this will be game changer for these clubs that are supposedly affiliates.
LV United locking them down, but Villareal might have the key. United come back fast. There's 2 on the front. Number 18 has to take out 2 defenders.
Good slide. Can he finish it?
Slide.
Oh, he takes it tall.
And it is
rewatched on the Unity View's instant replay. It was a great run, fantastic run. Definitely increases his aura's point by at least 2 points in his auras. But he needed to finish that, which lowered his aura points by 2.
Again, look, he only.
You can find us at Unity View TV on YouTube and Instagram.
Little self-promo in the stream.
Self-promo. The kids are asking, where can they find this broadcast? And you can find us on Instagram. It's UnityView_TV. You guys, and if you're a student.
And speaking of opportunities, LV United has a good one right here.
Oh,
with the double block.
Sterling in his face.
Scott Sterling.
In his face. Unbelievable stop by the goalie. He definitely meant to do that.
And he gets
on the West Coast. This is new. This is fresh. We love seeing games like this.
Villareal's getting desperate and starting to make more counterattacks. They're moving fast. LV United is starting to look a little bit desperate as well. They're nowhere near that goal. Now, however, like I said, they're being locked down, but Villareal might have the key.
Can they finish?
Centered once again. Nobody was there again. Golazo!
For Villareal, we're going to stop the replay there and add 1 more to the scoreboard. That is 3-3, an equalized game that nobody expected to happen. This is Vegas soccer for you guys.
Yeah. Sometimes all you have to do is just come watch a local soccer team.
You got to come watch a local soccer team, and you'll catch it best on Unity View TV. So make sure you
living again. This is the beautiful game that we all love to see.
This is incredible. This is incredible soccer. We can see on what this means to them. Look at this.
I guess I gotta look.
If Villa can do that, that would be unreal.
We are watching the comeback story of the century. He takes off 3 defenders. Now we see Villa playing a little more tactically, try to play off the back. Corner kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, nobody thought that this was going to happen. This is something that, you know, kind of shakes up Las Vegas United because it means that they're beatable. And they're on the top of the table in the Nisa Nation.
One lone man, number 7, probably CR7 standing all the way out front in case the ball goes away.
Now we got to see what happens here. We're excited to find out. And if Villareal is able to get one in.
Villareal is on the edge of their seats. The ball comes in. It's a floater.
It's a floater. And it almost gets in there.
And it is blocked on the line.
We don't know if we want to cut to the instant replay because they could score on this play.
What a cannon shot to the middle, and again, nobody's there to read that.
Nobody's there.
Two players clash. LV United going for that.
They're on the run now.
They're running back on the counterattack, and the ball is launched to the sides. My God, I just saw it.
We wonder why they did that, but that will end the game today at 3-3.
I think we witnessed quite possibly that. the first goal falls, your confidence goes away.
That's right.
It does. And then the second one shows up. And then to score a screamer, a work of art, a Mona Lisa,
Beautiful work of it, because it was getting intense, and both of these clubs are affiliate to each other, and
last thing we want is players to get injured that could be beneficial to both sides.
That's right. Before the 90th minute, but now that we're in the 90th minute, we're going to pause the scoreboard. Should we let it run, Brandon? What do you think?
I think we should pause it.
We should
bring up one for penalties.
Well, that's because if it's 3-3 on a friendly match, you might as well end it on an exaggerating note. And
now, this is where Villareal could come back, but remember, they did block the penalty, this is what a Cardi concert looks like, I imagine.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Will it be the last 11 on the field? Or are they allowed to make switches? I mean, in friendlies, anything's possible.
Maybe. You got people sitting on the sidelines. The excitement is real. We apologize. Happy and continuously watching us. Please stay tuned for our future broadcasts. And you are a special attendee.
Pleasure to be here, Bub.
Here we go. And we're going to see if Villareal can place it to the bottom right corner. And they that happened early in the game. You guys got to keep it low and hard. And if it goes up, it goes up. But what just happened down there? It is 0-0 on the penalty board right now.
Once again, now we see LV United, the more composed team arguably, but then again, they did get tied. Runs up to the ball, goes for the kick. Se la perdió. A denied penalty that was on target. The keeper reads it perfectly. No problem at all. He says, bring in the next.
And Villareal steps up to the plate. Will they be able to score it and to get one up? And he stutters a little bit. And he places it and he scores it. For Villareal. But you can see it's a friendly match. They're shaking hands saying, good job, good job. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn, bro.
LV United comes back, hyping them up. Goalie gets ready, makes himself as wide as possible, like Predators do in the wild. Goes for the shot, and this one finds the back of the net. No problem, no messing around, just a straight shot in to keep LV United alive in this shootout.
That's right. That was a good penalty kick. Now it is Villareal's turn. Who is that down there? Is that number 7 that we see?
That's the man on the field, the inspiration.
Number 7's got to kick it like number 7. But then again, that is a great penalty kick for number 7 on Villareal.
I'm expecting to see songs made of him like they do with LeBron.
Back to you, Brad.
Now LV United's still down in this penalty shootout. Or however, no, it's tied now. They both missed the first one.
Yeah, no, it's 2-1 for Villareal.
So if LV will be at a good advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Lines up for the shot, takes it, and it's blocked! Se la perdió! Read you like a Dr. Seuss book. I'm talking one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Unbelievable.
You are not getting past him.
Unbelievable. Yeah, incredible save on the from the goalie there. Villareal has done the advantage here. And if they can secure this one, then they'll be in very good condition. And they score it. What a great penalty. What a great penalty. And you can see on...
However,
still live.
I don't think they realize the game is still going.
The game is still live. Anything can happen.
LV misses this one.
Oh, yeah.
Can he block a third one, or will they miss the third one?
No, they got to score it. They got to make something happen here.
This will be the biggest moment and memory in recent history. And Villareal have pulled off the impossible, coming down from 2-0, desperation, no game, to winning this game and taking it home and taking down the...
Ladies and gentlemen, this was an unbelievable ending to a fabulous exhibition friendly. This is incredible. This is Las Vegas soccer for you guys. Two clubs that are sister clubs.
You are, no matter how bad you play, it's all about how you finish and how you bounce back. Nobody's going to remember the way you messed up. They're going to remember the way you recover and the way you make yourself better. Definitely showed that to us today. And they're a team with caliber, with talent, with players who are shown to adapt and change and learn. And I am excited to see what these guys could pull off in the future, Lador.
Yeah, no, cast their games again because this is a wonder club. This is a club that really stood out against a semi-pro team that's #1 in the standings right now in the Southwest. So this is really impressive stuff. This is amazing. City against B Pro. We'll be live again tomorrow in the late afternoon, and we want you guys to be there. We want you guys to tune in for that. And
once again, we'd like to apologize for any technical difficulties of this commentary uninterrupted, hearing our crash outs, hearing us cry, scream, laugh. We're one big happy family here.
Right.
Enjoy it with us.
That's right, that's right. We'll be uploading this game a little bit on a later date, maybe today or tomorrow, for you guys to rewatch this, like Brandon said, with no back here. Thank you guys. Please subscribe. We want you all to be here, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. This was...
And once again, make sure to check out our socials. We appreciate you guys coming back here tonight. My name is Brandon
Lidor Bega, and I'll be back for tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys soon. This is Lidor Bega.
And I'm Brandon Sanchez, signing off.